Hey guys, this is Hell Hades. This is a Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, this is not really how I wanted to deliver the news. But it turns out there was a big leak yesterday. Somebody who has obviously got a promotion with Raid Shadow Legends to talk about the new legendary free champion WUKONG. They dropped their video too early. Yeah, what tends to happen when I get a sponsorship, I have a window of like, this is when I need to do a draft by. This is when it gets signed off by, etc. This is a reiteration phase. And then it's like, you need to post your video between these dates. Yeah, so I'd imagine exactly the same things happening with Raid right now. They're teeing up a whole bunch of creators outside of Raid to say, come and attract people to our game. By the way, there's going to be a new free legendary champion. Someone's obviously dropped that video early, and we found the source. Should I call it out? Maybe I should. Should I? Don't know. No, maybe I won't. But basically, we found the video that it was in. I've then gone back into the video this morning, and this is what I got this morning. So clearly, there's been some damage limitation stuff going on, but whoever it was that threw it out there has removed it this morning. But what we do now have, because it's out there, I may as well show you guys. It's not really the way I like to do the reveal, honestly, but it's out there for everyone to see. So, I mean, what am I going to do, right? We've now got Sun WUKONG visuals. Yeah, not clear visuals. We've got just like snippets of what's going down. But we can see that it is an attack-based legendary hero. We can see he's got 105 speed, a decent chunk of base attack, all these type of things. You can now see kind of some of the visual around what those different artifacts were when we got the kind of initial tease. And you can see we've got kind of 3 skills going on and a speed aura. We don't know more than that, which sucks, honestly. What we do have, though, is this, which is basically a very poor quality screenshot of when this event will end, which is the 31st of October. It was also kind of called out in that video that it's going to be going live. I think it was 21st or 22nd of this month. So I guess we'll probably get some sort of official news drop maybe tomorrow or Friday this week, because it's already out there now. But because we don't have everything here, all we've got is a kind of base level of what's going on. But there will be a free legendary champion on a 7-day login, like we've seen before with Artak, Ronda, all those different ones. You can also see here a bit of a snippet around what the skills might be, or what they feels like they are. Right? Doesn't feel like this is fate. Feels like it's real, but it doesn't give us a full breakdown. So it says here, whacks an enemy with his staff. I mean, that staff was looking pretty dodgy when it got sent to me, with a chance to stun them. So it's an A1, probably a single target, maybe a double hitter, based on what I've seen in other WUKONG characters in other games, and a stun hit. Okay, so this A1 says to me, PvP focus. Yes, stuns generally, or maybe like wave control focus. So the A2 then strikes with magic with different effects based on it, the target survives. So I guess this is just, there's actually typos all over this, which I guess it's early concept art, or it's faked, but I don't think it is faked. So I think it's just concept art where there's typos in the graphic. But anyway, so strikes with magic with different effects based on if the target survives. So there's probably something, again, I mean, WUKONG, Air of Mystery and all that type of stuff, like in the shadows, comes in, stuns enemies, knocks them up, that type of stuff in other games. I'd imagine this might be another stun type of thing if the enemy lives. Different effects if they survive, so maybe there's something else if they die, not sure. And then his A3 steals all enemy buffs, then attacks them alongside mystical clones. I can't wait to see the visual on this one, right? So he's obviously almost going to like a shadow mode, splinter into multiple versions of WUKONG. He's taking all of the buffs away, and then he's going in with a smack. We hope it hits hard, because ultimately, it feels like he's a PvP champion. Full enemy buff steal is big, right? It's a big ability, especially in live arena, where there's just so many heavy buff defensive type champions. So this could be cool. And if we got a bit of a nuker coming in for a free login, now if we think about some of the other free logins we've had, it's been a while, I think, since we've had like a real damage dealer. You've got champions like Ronda, who are a bit of a mix between the two, kind of like a bit of control, bit of damage. You've got Artak, who's more like a PvE monster. Yeah, burns and all that type of stuff. You've got Ultimate Death Knight. PvP champion, but more of a defensive one. Controlling where the enemy are going to hit. So I feel like it's been a while, and I could be wrong, maybe I'm missing one, but I feel like it's been a while since we've had a straight up damage dealing nuker that was going to be a freebie. So interested to see what sort of level of damage we get from this. And you can just see in his passive here, revives himself 3 turns after death with full HP. I wonder how that, I mean, obviously we don't know how that works. I'm wondering how that works because he'd almost need for his turn meter to still be filling to understand when 3 turns count. Like, who's clocking the turns unless his turn meter is still filling up whilst he's on the deck? So you could imagine a relatively fast nuker Wukong could be a menace. Because if you've got other champions around him that just don't really die, you know, you've got the slow Ultimate Death Knight in the team. You've got a Surger sitting there tanking up your damage. You've got Duchess in the squad. Like, if you've got ways to just stay alive with the rest of your champions, then it might be that he just keeps popping up. I don't know if there's more text under this. There could be. But if he's full HP but 0 turn meter, again, that's not that great. Like, you know, when you come back up, if you're going to get back into the game, you either need a team that are going to let you hide, or, you know, if he was like full HP and Perfect Veil, for example, then that could be pretty cool. And that would be quite true to someone like a Wukong character. So anyway, look, it's interesting. It's not, as I say, the way I would love to do the kind of big reveal, but it is what it is. And yeah, there you go. Wukong coming soon, probably next week. What do you think of the kits? I've been Hell Hades. I'll see you later.